One of the biggest mistakes I see in marketing is focusing on activities, not outcomes. So chances are that you go online, you go onto LinkedIn, and you'll see all these blog posts with all these different activities, try voice search or try VR, or this new type of like display advertising, or programmatic's doing this or whatever. And I think that's the biggest problem with marketing, is all this chat about activities, but it's not tied in with an outcome. Because the truth is, really, what people want when they speak to an agency or they speak to their in-house marketing team is sales. And they want, ideally, profitable sales, right? So really what they're asking for, if you begin with the end in mind, is profit. But the interesting thing is you speak to all of these marketeers, they bang on about activities, and then when they're doing a bit of measurement, they're just measuring what the cost per lead is. So they might be saying, oh, this keyword or this campaign's got 100 leads, right? But there's a disalignment between sales teams and marketing departments. So the marketeers are like, popping champagnes. It's been a record-breaking month of 300 leads. We've never done that before. 100% increase in the last year, brilliant. But the quality of leads is poor. And actually, even if it's not poor from the first interaction, the sales will be like, yeah, you seem like good leads, The lifetime value might not be there, i.e. they only buy once. And what you need is that measurement. So that's why I'm banging on about, and Founty's talking a lot about, full funnel optimization. What you measure, you can improve, right? So you want to actually measure out the entire funnel and begin with the end. So what the lifetime value of a customer is and what the most profitable customers are, and then work backwards and be able to see whereabouts they come from in your digital marketing campaigns. And it's a different way of looking at it. It's more of a holistic approach. It requires sales and marketing alignment. I just don't hear many people talking about it, which does concern me. All I see on the blogosphere is voice search, this, blockchain, that. And those are cool activities to discuss. They may be profitable in the future. That's where the market might be going. But at Fountain, we're a performance agency, and our clients are giving us money every month and expect a particular return on that investment and for it to increase. So playing around with VR or looking at how blockchain might come in, that's a bit of side work we can do, but shouldn't be our main focus of discussion. And the thing I'm very struck with as well in the marketing sort of world and talk is just like the lack of transparency of numbers, right? We ran this experiment, it got this worked, this didn't. And there's almost like this sort of bravado that just do a bit of this, just do voice search, just do just different types of social media that, this will work because it worked for a particular person. So last week I was at Google, and it was a really interesting event there. But a lot of the case studies that some of the companies came up and presented was, here's a really cool case study using a new bit of tech when it works really well. But if everyone in the audience tried that for their business, which perhaps wasn't in retail, was in sort of B2B or whatever, it's not going to work. And there's just this massive gap of like, here's lots of cool stuff that we like talking about as marketeers, and actually what's going to work and what's going to hit the bottom line. Because there's a little secret that should be quite blatant, but finance people hate marketeers. They hate us. They really do. Because we spend all this money, we talk about all the cool things, and they're the ones looking at the spreadsheet at the end. They're looking at the account saying, well, we're spending all this money and there's this disconnect. So really, I think the mission with Full Funnel is to actually bring the CFOs, the FDs on board, and actually get it entirely measured, integrated. So we're just dialing up a funnel, right? That's it, and that way we can deliver more on the bottom line. We can actually do marketing the way it should be done. We can take it out from the Mad Men era of smoke and mirrors into something that's transparent, measurable and accountable. And I think that's always been our mission with Fountain, really. That's where we want to take the agencies, we want to position ourselves, and where we're moving to, we're more strategic now. We're digital revenue sort of delivery experts, if you like. We're sitting on the boards, we're speaking to the CFOs, which actually makes the CMO's life much easier, right? If the finance guy's on board, and we can see exactly where every pound he's getting in, he's getting 10, 11 out, he'll put more pounds in, right? Measurements coming, full funnels coming, and people are going to demand results.